Hello everybody, Randy Hilarski coming at you from Panama City, Panama. Kudos everybody who bought that dip. If you followed me on Twitter and you followed my videos, you saw that we had a great dip, and Ox was telling us that it was time to buy. And I went in, and I think it was Saturday, I made 3 purchases, may have been Friday, but I bought HEX right around 6.7 cents, 6.6 cents, and 6.8 cents were my 3 purchases. And now we're sitting at, they went up to about 8.4 I think so far today. And we are not done yet. I will post the chart here so you guys can see what HEX is up to. It is looking bullish. I think Pulse Chain's right around the corner. HEX conference just wrapped up in Las Vegas. Everyone's back home. And it looks like they're pulling the trigger and buying more HEX. That's what happens. You get that FOMO, fear of missing out. I wouldn't doubt it if we saw 20, 30 cent HEX over the next couple months. So get those FOMO pants on. Times are going to get a little bit crazy. So how do you like my new shirt? Make Orwell fiction again. Those of you know. Those of you don't, get your head out of the fucking sand. Just got news that somebody who was calling out the government here in Panama over the last week, they got arrested because they questioned the government and how the government's had this country locked down for over a year and a half now. And he was ranting, got arrested. Gotta love free countries. Or how about all those people that got rounded up in the U.S. for the protests in D.C., where those police opened the gates and let the people storm the Capitol? Yeah. Free country you guys live in. But hey, I'm in Panama. Panama's not much better in that respect. They even have a law here that you're not allowed to slander anybody publicly. So if you slander somebody, say, for example, in a blog post or on Twitter, that person can actually go after you in this country. They have slander laws. Trump would have loved those, right? Because he's always the guy saying, they're slandering me, I'm gonna go after them. He would have loved Panama. But, what's the best way to protect yourself? Best way to protect yourself is become financially free, so that these idiots who want to enslave you, they come after you and you could run. Just like John McAfee did, except John McAfee just liked to run his mouth all the time. And for some reason, I don't know why the hell he was near Spain, one of the most fascist countries in the world. John got in trouble, got arrested, and somehow they offed him in prison. For those of you guys who know John, like my community does, John was very forthright in saying that he would never do that. He would never hurt himself. So that sounds very suspicious when a guy like John McAfee shows up dead in his prison cell the day that it was announced that he was being extradited to the USSA. So, very suspicious, especially over taxes. What the fuck? Why would you commit suicide? So that's really sad. I'll miss John. I'll miss his craziness and the things that he would say on the internet. But let's not get off too much onto a tangent here. The best thing you could do is protect yourself. Be financially free. Have your money outside of the monetary system as much as you can, whether that's gold, silver, crypto. Live in countries that are fiscally free. Panama's definitely fiscally free. You could do a lot here. It might be a little bit, if you're a citizen and you live here and you're trying to change the system, that's not going to be too easy. But if you're just want to live life and be left alone, Panama's a great place to live. Same thing with other countries in the area, Costa Rica, and Mexico. I don't know, Colombia right now is a little bit rough. Maybe Peru, Chile. I'd love to go to Argentina. I heard Uruguay is a great place to be. Paraguay is also a good place to be. But what's in Paraguay? It's not very modern. So I like modern. Sorry. I like having nice things around me. I like having modern things around me. Oh man, what a beautiful night in Panama. Looks like we're gonna have a storm in a little while. You know, part of the winter season here. It might be winter, but still 80, 81, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. But as you can see behind me over here, there's rain falling. Looks like it's gonna start raining back here. And get you dizzy back there. So, wow. Oh man, so let's get back to the HEX dip. If you are a person that dollar cost average into crypto, you never have to worry about the price going up and not being able to catch up. You just have your plan and you continue to buy maybe over a course of a year, over 6 months, over a month. So that way you can't say that, oh, the price was 10 cents today, or now it's 4 cents, and I could have bought more. But if you're dollar cost averaging, if you would have been dollar cost averaging over the last month, you would have done pretty good in HEX because we had a couple small dips. And if you were doing it, making purchases every 2 days or so, you could have gotten a substantial amount of HEX and had a nice average. Instead of having one purchase at 9 cents when it was at that price, maybe you bought a third when it was 6.5 cents, you bought a third when it was 9 cents, you bought a third when it was 8 cents, so now your average is 7.8 or something. So that's why dollar cost averaging works so well. It doesn't work super well in a super bullish market, like when, say for example, for the next couple of weeks, HEX might, when the Pulse chain sacrifice is launched, HEX might jump all the way up to 25 cents. I don't know, it could, right? If that's the case, dollar cost averaging is going to be difficult. So if you know some serious bullish news is on the horizon or something about to happen, maybe it's better just to make the whole purchase at one time. You know, no financial advice here. I'm just telling you how I would do it. My advice is definitely to use Aurochs though. Find your buy signals and your sell signals, and if you see a sell signal coming up, then maybe wait 2, 3, 4 hours or 24 hours before you make a purchase. It's pretty simple. You can, I'm gonna put the link below to my video I just made for Aurochs. Check it out. It shows you how I would trade or buy the dip, that type of stuff, and it'll help you make a better decision when you're trading, or just getting your position like I do. So Aurochs is absolutely free to use. There's a couple features. You have to stake some Aurochs tokens, but overall it's absolutely free. So it's getting kind of windy up here. It's going to affect my microphone since I don't have the wind protector on my mic right now. But I want to say congratulations to all the HEX community. What a great party you guys had in Vegas. I wish we could have been there. That would have been so much fun to meet all you guys who have become part of our lives. I feel like you guys are absolutely a part of my circle, my family, right? Get to live stream with you guys all the time, and all the private conversations we've had over the last year and a half. It's been phenomenal. I messaged Mike Patel messaged me today, the CEO of Ediswap, to ask Richard Hart, CEO or the founder of HEX. He's not the CEO, he's the founder. If he would like to do a live stream. And Mike has made it clear that his development team is going to work on Pulse Chain. So I was super thrilled to hear that. Mike is keen on learning to know more about Pulse. Sorry, my mouth is all, can't talk today. He wants to know more about Pulse, and he asked me if I'd set up a live stream between Richard and Mike, and I could even be on there, but I think the two of them would be sufficient. They're both interesting people, and I've known Mike for years, going back to 2017 when I first met him in Prague. It just happenstance. I went to a Bitcoin meetup in Prague, and Mike was there, sitting in the corner on a couch. And I went. We were early, about an hour before the meetup, and went over and I sat down and talked to him, and got to know the guy. And we came back to Prague the next year, and we hung out with him a couple times over the course of a 10-day period. So it's like he's family now. He's known my child since he was in the womb, right? So, oh man, great people in my life. I just love crypto. Someone made a comment, what would you do if you didn't have crypto anymore? I don't know. I'd find some other technology to be excited about. That's all. And I would spend a lot more time just chilling, which we're professionals at. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Any questions, feel free to message me. Please subscribe, please like, and get on Odyssey if you're not using it. It is the best place to decentralize your crypto. Decentralize your content, make sure that YouTube can't take it down, Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of things. Protect your content. All right, cheerio.